Hi students, welcome to 7th standard video. Today we are going to see 7th standard English term 3 unit 3 Jan Eyre. It is the play 7th standard English term 3 unit 3 Jan Eyre part 5. This video is the continuation of the last video. Okay children, shall we move? Jan Eyre is a novel written by Charlotte Bronte in 1847. The novel follows the story of Jan, a seemingly plain and simple girl, as she battles through life struggles. Jan has many obstacles in her life. Her cruel and abusive aunt Reed, the grim conditions at Lowood School, her love for Rochester and Rochester's marriage to Bertha. However, John overcomes these obstacles through her determination, sharp wit and courage. The novels end with John married to Rochester with children of their own. There are elements of Jan Eyre that echo Charlotte Bronte's own life. She and her sisters went to a school run by a headmaster as severe as Mr. Brocklehurst. Two of Charlotte's sisters died there from tuberculosis, just like Jan's only friend Helen Byrne. Charlotte Bronte was also a governess for some years before turning to writing. So, already we heard scene. What is the first scene? It is a cold, wet November afternoon when the novel opens at Gatscote, the home of Jan Eyre relatives, the Reeds. John and the Reed children Eliza, John and Georgina sit in the drawing room. Jan aunt is angry with her. Who is Jan aunt? Yes, Mrs. Reed. Mrs. Reed is the aunt of Jan. Jan's aunt is angry with her, purposely excluding her from the rest of the family. So Jan sits alone in a window seat, reading Bewick's History of British Birds. As she quietly reads, her cousin John torments her, reminding her of her precarious position within the household. As urbanite niece of Mrs. Reed, she should not be allowed to live with gentlemen's children. John throws a book at Jane and she calls him a murderer and slave driver. The two children fight and Jan is blamed for the quarrel. As punishment, she is banished to the Red Room. This opening chapter sets up two or three primary themes in the novel: class conflict and gender difference. This opening chapter sets up two of the primary themes in the novel: class conflict and gender difference. As a poor urban living with relatives, Jane feels alienated from the rest of the Reed family, and they certainly do nothing to make her feel more comfortable. John Reed says to Jan, "You have no business to take our books. You are a dependent." Mamma says, "You have no money. Your father left you none. You ought to be back and not to live here with gentlemen's children like us." John claims the rights of the gentleman, implying that Jan's family was from a lower class. She appears to exist in a no man's land between the upper and servant classes. By calling Jan a murderer, slave driver, and Roman emperor, Jan emphasizes the corruption that is inherent in the ruling classes. Her class difference translates into physical difference, and Jan believes that she is physically inferior to the Reed children. Jan's argument with John points to the potential gender conflict within the text. So, students, so Jane Eyre is a novel. Okay, it's a novel written by Charlotte Bronte when in 1847. Yeah, 1847. This novel follows the story of Jan. Okay, Jan is the urban girl. Okay, seemingly plain and simple girl as she battles through life struggles. So she is a urban girl, and now she was living with her aunt Reed. Okay, so aunt has a Mrs. Reed has a children. Mr. Reed has a children. Who are they? Children Elisha, John, and Georgina. Okay, so John, Elisha, and Georgina. So Georgina now sit in the drawing room. Okay, Jan's and who is the Jan and Mrs. Reed? Who is the Jan and Mrs. Reed? Who are the children of Mrs. Reed? Tell me. Yes, Elisha, John, and Georgina. So Georgina now sit where did she sit in the where did she sit? Yeah, Georgina sit in the drawing room. Okay, good. Okay, now Jan sits alone. In which place? Yes, window seat. Good. Jan sits alone in a window seat. Okay. Which book she had to read? Which book she had read? Had she read any book? Yes, she had read book. She had read book. Yes. Which book? What is the book name? Yes, Bewick's History of British Bird. Bewick's History of British Bird. Yes, very good. Who throws a book at Jan? Yes, John throws a book. Very good. John throws a book. Okay, children. Okay, children. I asked questions. You also said the answer. Yes, very good. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day. Thank you.